How you guys faring? Hope you guys are good. So happy midweek, cause we're already in midweek, right? Yeah. So happy midweek. How you guys faring? I hope you guys are good. And I miss you guys. I don't actually. Let's say I have missed you guys. Like for those that are always chatting on my life, I've missed you guys. For those that drop one or two words, because when someone is live and they are talking on a particular topic, or maybe just talking on picking up on different topics and stuff like that, when you comment, is actually encouraging. It gives them the courage to go ahead, but when you just watch the live and you're not saying anything, it's kind of, it's somehow. Last So it was actually me just practically telling you, or telling people how they could pick up the broken pieces and start all over. I was like, I know it's difficult. I know it can be really hard. I know you say, oh, where do you expect me to start from? It's not been easy. I know you're going to say that, but trust me, when I said that it could be difficult, but it's still worth it because of the experience you've had, and it just made you wiser. You know, it just made you wiser, so you could actually do it. But today, that's not what I want to talk about. Today, I want to talk about that feelings that you have for someone that you have never told the person, or the feelings you have for someone that you're scared to approach them. Now, if you are not in a relationship, or even if you're in a relationship and you feel like the person, that I'm not encouraging double dates, take note. All I'm saying is, if you're in a relationship and you feel like you have someone around you, be it a friend, be it an acquaintance, and your mind, your spirit, your soul is telling you that this person is yours, this person belongs to you, this person is compatible with you. Maybe that might be occurring to you, maybe during a period of, you know, heartbreak. It might be occurring to you during a period of you being even in another relationship, but you're not feeling it. You're not getting the vibe from your partner. And there's this person around you that makes you feel happy. There's this person around you that respects you. There's this person around you that values your time, that values the little things you do for them. There's this person around you that compliments you constantly. There's this person around you that notices your mood easily, that notices when you're happy, when you're sad, when you are not really yourself. Then there is the person that you're in a relationship with that doesn't even care how you feel. He or she comes back and they snub sometimes because they had a bad day. They actually, turn to pour their grievances or their frustration on you. They are fond of transferring aggression. And there's this person that is your friend or your acquaintance, or I don't know, that understands you. He or she listens to you. They have the time to communicate with you. They ask you questions. They want to know how your day was. They want to know the thing that is bothering you. They're always there to give you listening ear. If there is someone like that in your life or around you, I think it's time for you to open up to them. I think it's time for you to actually give them a try. Because sometimes we have the real people around us, but because we are being flattered by the fake ones that are flashy, we turn to overlook the real ones. You might be in a relationship with a man and still get to meet your husband. You might be in a relationship with a woman and still get to meet your wife. Very possible. You might be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't respect you, that despises you, that disrespects you, that talk you down, that discourages you in everything you want to do. You are not motivated with that partner of yours. You feel like you're failing because of the way he or she treats you. Because of the way he or she talks to you, you feel like you're not making progress, whereas you're actually doing your best. You do everything, but he or she never gets satisfied. If you're with such person and you have a genuinely friend, a girl or a guy around you that listens to you, that understands you, I think it's time for you to open up to them and try to understand them. Sometimes we need people that we never really thought they were our spec. We never really thought we could have something intimate with them. Sometimes, let me tell you something. One of the best matches are people that started off sometimes as enemies. You might just have, misunderstanding with somebody. You guys exchange one or two words. In Not in every case, I say most of times you might exchange one or two words. At the end of the day, you guys become best of friends, and you guys will laugh about everything, and there'll be a proper understanding. You people will talk about everything, and you people are going to settle, and there'll be a proper understanding. Now, there are also people that you get to meet them. Maybe, for example, you wanted to get up and they wanted to sit down. You all smile. Like there's just a coincidence. Maybe you've met this person once or twice and you guys had like almost repeated incidents, like, oh, you were about coming out, he or she was entering into a particular spot that you frequent. Maybe you went to a shop about to buy something, and that same person walked into that shop. You are about walking out and they are walking in, or you were picking something and they passed by, maybe around that same, or how am I going to put it, maybe they get into the same shop around that same rayon, trying to pick something from there. Or maybe they are the opposite way and you're the other way. There are so many ways that the universe can actually match make people, and sometimes you need to be sensitive spiritually, not just physically, to understand that I have to give this man or this woman listening ear, or I have to get to know them, or I have to meet them, or there's something the universe is trying to tell me about them. Okay, because there are sometimes you go to a place, you meet someone, you go to another spot days after, and then you still meet that person coincidental, and you're like, is it not you, is it not you? And sometimes maybe you bump into them, they pour something, like maybe you bump into them and they actually destroy something you were holding, or you destroy something they were holding, and they were like, oh no, don't pay for it, don't bother, I'll get another one, or stuff like that. There are so many ways that sometimes the universe pushes people to get to meet themselves. So if you've had any encounter like that, or if you've met anybody in that kind of way or in that manner, don't say, oh no, I'm in a relationship, so I'm not going to give him or her listening ears. No, you can be in a relationship and still find your husband. You can be in a relationship and still find your wife. It is very, very possible. Yeah, looking, because we have 30 more minutes. You can be in a relationship and find your husband. You can be in a relationship and find your wife. It is very, very possible. Sometimes you're in a relationship with people that don't even understand you. Sometimes you're in a relationship, it feels like maybe because you're just there, because maybe all your friends and everybody is in a relationship, and you feel like, oh, let me just get into a relationship. So you shouldn't be like, I don't belong and stuff like that. But whereas deep down, you know very well that in that relationship that you are, it's a situationship. It's actually a situationship because the man or the lady you're involved with, they don't even care. They behave like you don't exist. They act like you don't matter. Whereas, maybe you're even the one actually. Sometimes some men or some women are the ones feeding some women are the ones funding some men's bill 95%. And sometimes those men still despise them. They're like, sometimes when you're doing too much for a man, not all men, there are some men that are appreciative. There are some men that you can actually, you know, build up with them and they're going to appreciate with you. But it's rare nowadays, to be honest with you. There are some men that you're going to build up with nowadays, and they will turn to tell you that you were desperate, that you needed someone to to make you feel like you're a real woman. That is why you were hanging around them. They never needed you. Vice versa, there are some women you're going to be there, take very good care of them, sponsor them, do things for them, and they'll tell you, oh, you're not my type, or they'll tell you that, oh, do you want me to refund you everything you spend on me and stuff like that? Then I was naive. Or maybe they're going to tell you that, I don't understand, my family doesn't want you and stuff like that. So that's why I say you can be in a relationship and find your you can be in a relationship and find your soulmate. You can actually be in a relationship and find your husband or your wife. It is possible. So don't say, oh no, because I'm in this relationship. And because I said that, like, I'm in a relationship, I don't double date. I said that, and I still say it. I'm in a relationship. When I'm in a relationship, I don't know how to double date. But guess what? I never used to keep opposite sex when I was in a relationship. I don't have such things as bestie, to be honest with you. I don't agree with the fact that you be a lady, you have a male bestie. It's your choice. You can have a good friend, an understanding friend. But when you talk about a bestie, I don't know, people categorize it as somebody that is very, very, close and knows all your secret and everything. And for an opposite sex to know so much about you, it might also turn you guys to become intimate without knowing. Not in all cases, though. I'm not saying that in all cases. Now, for a man as well to have an opposite sex as a bestie, to me, I do not agree, because at the long run they might start having feelings for themselves. Men own is even very, very dangerous, because men are easily, pushed and moved. A female bestie can come with a very sexy attire. Oh, let's do uh movies and chill, let's do Netflix and chill and stuff like that. Before you know, she brings in a sexy attire, and they say, "Hey, bestie, please let me just lie down on your chest, bestie," or stuff. And they'll laugh about it. Before you know, the guy will start having feelings for the lady. If you have a female bestie that you're not yet married, I don't have a problem with. But if you are in courtship, like maybe you have someone you've engaged, you're deeply in a relationship with, as a man or as a woman, don't keep opposite sex bestie. Maybe you might have had that bestie, or you might be having that bestie now as a single person, but immediately you get entangled, you get into a serious relationship, and you're during the period of your courtship, trying to know your partner that you want to settle down with, your opposite sex bestie is a no-no, honestly, because I don't know the reason why a man to be married or a woman to be married will be keeping an opposite sex bestie. What for? It's uncalled for. It's unnecessary. If you had that in the past and you want to get into a serious relationship with somebody you want to settle down with, you avoid such, because if your bestie was really what you needed, you should have gotten involved with them. But right now, what I'm saying is that sometimes even the besties might have feelings for you, or you might have feelings for your bestie, but you guys are scared to tell each other. You now have a third party coming. Maybe a guy comes and admire her, or a lady comes and admire him. That's the moment you start feeling jealous, and you want to open up to your bestie that, oh, do you know I fell in love with you first? And maybe the other person, maybe the bestie you're talking to is not the kind of man or the kind of woman that would just accept it like that, because they'll feel like maybe you don't want them to get involved with someone else. That's why you're bringing up that feeling. So when you feel something for somebody, tell them on time, approach them, tell them. It doesn't matter how they look, as long as you are able to get to meet that person, as long as you've met that person more than once, more than twice, more than thrice, as long as it's somebody that is somebody that you've had an encounter with, is somebody that you actually communicate with. Somebody, it's not like it's total stranger. If it's a total stranger, is different, because you have to be careful. You can't just meet a total stranger and start developing one kind of you know emotions for them. I'm sorry. But if it's someone that you're used to, if someone that you've known for a period of time and all that, it's understandable. But if it's someone you're just getting to meet, then there is a question mark. You need to hold your emotions and be careful that it's not infatuation or stuff like that. You need to be very, very careful and make sure that, oh, this person I want to get involved with, I'm sure and certain that the feelings I have for he or she is actually genuine. It's not something that is it's been manipulated. It's not something that is it's not like you're craving for someone because of idleness. You're not actually wanting to get involved because you're idle, because there's something about he or she that you feel like you can go along with this person. So that is that. So that is one of the reasons why I said if you feel something for someone, you should let them know, especially if it's someone that you're close to, someone that don't wait for them to get involved in another relationship. Don't wait for them to get involved in a relationship or get involved with someone before you start telling them, do you know I actually had feelings for you? Do you know? No. You have to be open, you have to be very positive. Even if you get turned down, it's not a big deal. People always say, oh, if I tell him, if I tell her, she might tell me that she has a boyfriend, she might say she doesn't like me. That's why I say, except in a case that maybe you're meeting this friend of yours when they're already involved in another relationship. And even when they're involved in a relationship and you see, like, oh, I've known this person for 4 years or 5 years and he or she's still dating this particular partner, and I'm not seeing signs of settlement, and you have good intentions towards him or her, why not open up to them? There are some women, there are some men that are in a relationship because that relationship is over a decade and they are scared of rebuilding a new relationship. Some of them are just stuck. They are not even there because they are being treated properly. They are not there because they are being respected. They are not there because they are being valued. Some of them are just stuck because they don't know what to do, how to rebuild. To them, rebuilding a relationship is like starting all over. Some people see it as very difficult, of like, let me just be here. Maybe he or she, maybe he will finally get married to me one day. Maybe she will just accept me one day. Maybe her family will just accept me. Maybe his family will just accept me. Some of them are actually there because what will people say, and some of them are there because they've built a lot with this person, and letting it go to them is like they've wasted their years, their time, their emotions, their energy with someone. So at the long run they'll be like they are going nowhere. At the long run he might be like he's going nowhere. He has spent so much on this lady, he has invested so much on her and stuff like that, and maybe even if the lady doesn't care, but to him, because of how much he has invested and how much he has invested in her, he doesn't want to let go. She doesn't want to let go. Some people might have invested their time, their emotions. Some has gone as far as sacrificing a lot, doing some certain things just to keep the relationship. Some guys might have been there, spent like more than what you could imagine, just because they wanted to keep that girl or they wanted to keep that lady. So it depends. So different strokes for different folks. So that's what I'm saying today, that you can actually be bold enough to tell someone that you feel something for them, even when they're in a relationship and they are not yet married. When they are not yet married, you can tell them, especially if they are your close friend and you see that they're in a relationship that is not really giving you the vibe. There are people that can be in a relationship and it's not giving you the vibe, and you're not feeling the vibe. I can have a male friend that I know that he's in a relationship with a lady, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm not feeling the vibe. If I'm not feeling the vibe and I like you, I will tell you that I like you. It's for you to say, oh no, I'm in a relationship. And even if you're in a relationship and I see that you're not being well treated, I'm not going to tell you that you're not being well treated, but I'll just keep you as a friend and I'll just keep watching. If I like you, that's what I'm saying. If I like you, but if you're my friend and you're just my casual friend, or you're just my come and let's just friend, I have no business with your personal life. Like, I just observe and I sit quiet and mind my business, or I mind the business that pays me or put food on my table, right? But if you're somebody that is close to me, somebody that I like, somebody that actually makes me feel happy, somebody that creates very relaxed environment for me to be, somebody that always creates this kind of very how they call conducive environment for you, relax, somebody that makes you feel happy, somebody that makes you feel relaxed, somebody that understands you when you're communicating with them. They don't judge you, they're not quick to judge you, they're not quick to condemn you, they're not quick to turn you down or to spell out all the mistakes you've made or tell you how much you are of a nobody or stuff like that. If you get to see friends like that and they actually cheer up, they'll actually cheer you up, they boost your morale. Those are the people you should keep around. Keep people that have positive vibe, positive energy, people that help you understand who you are. Staying around people that talk you down, destabilize you emotionally, try to, make you feel little, make you feel less of yourself, all in the name of you guys are dating, all in the name of you're in a relationship. You are killing yourself because at the long run, everything is gonna weigh on you, and you understand that you're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy. So guys, think about it. So that's the reason why I said you can be in a relationship and still have a very good friend and still make the one that you feel something for know that you feel something for them. Don't say, oh no, he or she is in a relationship. And so if I have a genuine friend now that I maybe I go to visit him, or I go to visit, yeah, I go to visit him because I'm a lady. Please, oh, I'm straight. I'm not bi. So I go to visit him, and then maybe I discover that he's been treated in a funny manner. And first of all, it's not going to be my business. I'm not going to get involved. But if I start having feelings for him and I see that the person that he is in a relationship with doesn't value him, I'm gonna play my card as well. I'm gonna try and let him know that, see, I like you. Hi, Debbie. I like you. Do you like me? If he says, I like you as a friend, or I'll just forget about it. But I'll still stick around for the sake, for the fact that he is a nice person. He makes the environment conducive for me. He's very understanding. He gives me listening ears when I want to talk to him. He understands me. People like that, when I have friends like that, I do not try to leave them easily. I try to understand them, because some people that you feel that, some people that make you happy, some people that make you smile, some people that make you, feel free, that you express yourself and tell things to them. Some of those people are having issues that are killing them, but they have no one to talk to. So when you go to people telling them most of the things that you like, you don't like, asking for advice, sometimes just sit back and ask those people, how are they? Not like, how are you? Have you eaten fine? No, sometimes look at them deep into their eyes and ask them, how are you? And if they say they are fine, you say, no, I meant, how are you? As I said, I'm fine. Repeat, I said, no. Are you okay? Are you fine? Is there something you want to tell me about? I promise to be there for you like you've always been there for me. Make them to feel that safe space around you. Because most of the people that we go to for advice, we go to for help, we go to for so many things, moral support and stuff like that. Some of those people have things they are dealing with and fighting with silently that nobody knows about, and they don't want to tell people because they feel like people come to them for advice, people come to them for solution, people come to them for so many things. How then do they go to people for some? So sometimes those people around you, or in your family, or even in your around your colleagues, people that you feel they are very, nice, down to earth, understanding, problem solvers, solution bringers, those people have issues they deal with that nobody knows about. I said I was gonna make like 30 minutes here, so I have 1 more minute to round up. Guys, we're gonna continue tomorrow because I had a very busy day yesterday. I had a really busy day. I was working throughout. I had to go bring out some certain things that I uh ordered from a factory, part of my business things. So I started doing the unboxing today to actually see if the factory supplied me exactly what I wanted. Some were exactly what I wanted, some were not really exactly what I wanted. So I've just been busy. So guys, tomorrow we're gonna talk more. I'm gonna bring up something that I know that you guys are gonna love. I'll really talk about something I know you guys will love more. And please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe. turn on your notification button so that once I'm live, you get notified. And remember, we're one family, we're one big community. Love you guys. Please make sure you watch my movie. Don't just click watch, drop a comment.